All right. Welcome back, folks. 720 degrees, stage 6. Let's see what we got. Oh, yes, we're at Red Bull. I do remember that now. Sorry, I had to move the microphone a little bit. All right. Red Bull is the last of the series. Take first place here, and the trophy is ours. Okay. Eric's going to do his thing. That's great. I really don't like the feedback I get off this microphone that I use. Maybe I'll try to get something different so I can get some better audio out for everybody. Hit 160 miles per hour 3 times. Okay. 160 miles per hour 3 times. Let's see what we have. Okay. Once. Hopefully we can get it again going down the hill here. Otherwise I might be having to run this one again. Okay. Good, good. And then should be able to get it over there on the next straight after this turn section. Back up the turn a little bit so I can get a good run. Very good. This goal right here, I'm just going to say, is going to be a hard one if you are trying to do this with minimal upgrades. That being said, there was no stipulation said you had to stay on track, and there was no stipulation saying you had to finish in a certain position. So you may be able to run backwards down the track and just try to avoid the cars on your way down. So there is that. If you're trying to get through with the, lowest number of upgrades possible. 2 laps in 2:36 don't damage the car. So I'm sure they'll have some ridiculous cars like in our way. Okay. And of course they started the timer before we got to the start and finish line. Let's get over here on the grass for that one. Oh my gosh. I really should turn off. This is a track that, being lazy and running assists really hurts, because that first turn is just really hard. That was probably a little closer to some damage than I, would have wanted. What was it? 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Okay. So that means like a minute 18 or something like that for the lap. Is that right? Oh yeah. I'm going to have a decent amount of time to spare with this package worth of upgrades. Okay. Of course, you would really hope you have some time left to spare running it with, a pretty full kit of upgrades. So, okay. If you can make it past those 3 cars on lap 1, obviously you're going to be pretty well off. Those are the only 3 real ways you could damage the car, unless you just go, far off track and get mixed up. It's looking like I'm going to have to service this car somewhere in here. Yeah, 2 laps, definitely. Set the fastest lap. Okay. This is something that came up on the Real Racing 3 Info Facebook group today. One thing that irritates me about the game is that they never, well, I don't want to say never because that's not exactly true, but they rarely add new tracks to the game, but they are consistently giving us new cars that in reality nobody wants. Nobody wanted that stupid Civic hatchback. Not a single player that's ever played this game said, you know what I really want on this game? I want a Civic hatchback. I don't think anybody that's ever played the game wanted another Porsche. We already have 40 of them. It's really ridiculous because at this point we're at 310 cars in the game. I think I have 301 that are available because I don't own all the NASCARs and I don't own all of the V8 supercars. And that's another ridiculous thing, that those things are just not even available to players. They're taking up space in the game files, but they're not available to players. Who knows when that'll change, but I've been playing for over 4 years and they've added 7 tracks, and to me that's ridiculous. And one of those tracks is basically an infield road course for Le Mans, and 3 Formula E tracks, which they never use. Like, we rarely see those tracks in the game, and it's just kind of silly. All right, I'm gonna put her in for service, and I'll be back when it's done. All right, here we are back. Of course, we don't have volume. And even after watching 6 ads, of course, I get another ad after race 3. Great. All right. Oh, wait a minute. What did that say? Some fast times coming in. You've got 2 laps to post a better time. Make sure to stay on track. Okay, just set the fastest lap. It's nothing to do with the previous time that I set. And it just said don't go off track. Okay. At least the timer hasn't started yet. It's nice of them. This is probably one of those goals that'll really start to weed the people out as far as apparently it'll weed me out going off track in the middle of the corner there. Wonderful. This is why I don't talk with this track, because this is actually a tough track to run. So obviously we don't know what the lap time that we need is. I'm gonna, go for something whatever as fast as I can get, and we'll see where it goes from there. Sorry for that little pause in the action. See what we got. Every now and then, take a pause. Things happen. We got life going on. Quarantine life even. Let's move on. Oh, oof. Thought I was about to lose the back end and go off track there. So apparently no one else has finished a lap. Otherwise it would be showing up. Oh, Santos, 117, huh? So he must not be too far ahead of me. Well, I'm going to get him pretty good. 5 seconds. Generally speaking, the second lap is faster. You got a little more of a head start down the straightaway, a little more control of how much speed you carry down the main straight. And we'll just see what we've got here. On down we go. Don't get too far inside the turn. I think as long as I don't just, I'm probably good. I don't really foresee one of them picking up 4 seconds on a lap. Maybe I'm wrong. That wouldn't be all that good to be sitting right here and somebody post one that was 2 seconds better. Okay. So that goes ahead and puts day 6 in the books. Put it in for service. And that's the end of day 6. See what kind of massive rewards we get. 5,000. Yowie wowie. Love how generous they are. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Last goal tomorrow. I got 3 days left to complete it, so that's good. If you're watching this right now, 50% race rewards for the next 19 hours. Because as you can see up there, I need more racing dollars. So yeah, anyway, into stage 720, stage 6, whatever it is. Appreciate everybody watching. Have a good one, everybody.